What if you're not fine? You're just functioning. You show up, you smile, you get the job done. But if I asked you when the last time you felt fully energized, like not just not tired, but actually rested, would you even remember? In this episode, we're unpacking what it means to be exhausted in disguise, why high achieving women of color often just assume exhaustion is normal. I'll share a story I haven't told before, three hard truths I've learned the painful way, and a journal prompt to help you stop mistaking survival for success. Let's get into it. A few years ago, I had a season where everything looked good on paper. I was recently married. I took a new high paying job. I had trips of a lifetime all on my calendar. But something wasn't right. I woke up more tired than the night before. I felt like a zombie moving through the day on autopilot. And the highlight of the day was when the day was actually over. But the worst part, I kept saying I'm fine because I thought that's just what life is supposed to feel like when you've arrived. But then one day, my therapist, she asked me, when was the last time you woke up excited? It had been years. And that's when I realized I wasn't fine. I was just functioning. At first, I was taken aback. I was shocked, a little embarrassed. How could I, someone who trained all of my life to help others, someone who knows better, be this disconnected from myself? I felt like I was scammed because all my life I was told to follow this path to success, and that would bring happiness. So I built a life that looked successful, but didn't feel sustainable. But here's the truth. We didn't miss the red flags. We were sold a lie. We're told that discipline, dedication, and ambition will get us everything we want in life, but they don't warn us about the self sacrifice and the exhaustion. No one teaches us how to achieve our own definition of success, the one that doesn't require so much self sacrifice. Here we sit, successful and striving, yet exhausted and surviving. That moment became a big wake up call. I started prioritizing my feelings just as much as my to do list. And I discovered what drained me and what fueled me. I stopped striving for society's definition of success and started asking myself, what does success mean to me? What does it look like? What does it feel like? And that led me to discover three hard truths I want to share with you today. One, you've normalized survival. You've been in fight or flight so long, your nervous system doesn't even recognize peace as safe anymore. You recognize peace, softness, and ease as laziness, not proving your worth, and falling behind. So you keep going because slowing down feels foreign. But do you really want to sustain survival mode? Survival isn't the goal, it's the bare minimum. Two, exhaustion has become your baseline. You think that feeling tired all the time is just part of being an adult. You've convinced yourself that it means you're doing things right. You're hustling, you're getting things done, you're carrying it all. That's what it's all about, right? But what if you no longer viewed exhaustion as a badge of honor? What if it were a sign that you were doing things the hard way? What would you change? Because exhaustion is not your legacy, it's a red flag. And three, you built an identity around being the strong one. You're resilient, you're reliant, you're the one that handles it all, you're the one that gets it done. You don't know who you are if you're not achieving something. And deep down, maybe you're afraid to slow down because what happens then? It's uncharted territory. So you keep going, not because you're fine, but because stopping would mean confronting everything you've buried under productivity. So today, I want you to pause, like for real, not mindlessly scrolling on the phone, not a fake pause where you sit down for 2 seconds before doing the laundry, the dishes, or tackling your to do list. I want you to take a moment to check in with you. When was the last time you woke up feeling excited and energized? If you're being honest, what have you been saying is fine that actually isn't? Write it down, no editing. Let whatever's been sitting in the background of your mind come forward. And I also want to challenge you to do this. Pick one small way to stop functioning and pretending everything is fine. It could be saying no to an event or function you don't really want to go to. It could be taking a nap without feeling that guilt. It could be skipping that extra shift that they're trying to guilt you into taking. Or it could just be saying, I'm not okay right now, even if it's just to yourself. If this episode spoke to you, share it with a sis who might be functioning just fine, but feels that tiredness in her bones. Tell her, I know you're running on E, girl. Subscribe for more real conversations like this. And let's redefine what success actually feels like, because how life feels is more important than how life looks. You don't have to live feeling beyond exhausted. You don't have to prove your worth or maintain the identity of the strong one. And you don't have to carry it all alone anymore. I got you, sis.